What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode, and in today's episode we're going to be talking about a trail camera that was sent to me by a company. They sent me an email and were like, hey, we got this trail camera. It's our latest model. We'd love to send it to you and you try it out and let us know what you think of it and do a review on it. So I figure I'll take this trail camera and I'm going to do an honest review on it. I was going to do it as a 2-minute Tuesday, but it's probably going to go longer than that. And I didn't really want to put another review on a 2-minute Tuesday when it could be a separate episode. So without further ado, we're going to get into this camera. So stay tuned. Guys, so here is the trail camera. It's the HSS trail camera from Apeman. I think that's how you pronounce the name of the company here. But this is the trail camera. So some of the specs on this camera, guys, is we have 16 megapixel photo resolution. I can shoot in 1080 full HD video. It has got 65 feet trigger distance on it, so it can actually take a picture pretty far out, because I was walking and had to get the garbage cans because I actually put this trail camera out in my front yard, and you'll see some pictures from that later, but it picks me up way out there, which I was surprised. All around pretty sound camera. I mean, I would say just about every trail camera nowadays that comes out is gonna have like the same things that this camera has. I mean, it's almost expected of trail cameras to shoot full 1080 video now, so it is a pretty cool feature. So when you open up the box here, you get it open, you just get a little what do you want to call it, manual for it. This is a little bracket so that you can mount it to a tree. If you don't want to use the strap, it can screw in. And then it comes with a USB cable, so you can actually connect the camera right to your computer instead of using taking the SD card out, which I don't know, you might as well just swap SD cards out if you're, want to keep your camera in the woods. Guys, so here is the camera itself. So I got it all, the strap wrapped around it. It's a pretty long strap. So this is the camera itself. Pretty small camera. It's pretty much the size that they make them nowadays, even smaller. It's dark on the front there. Interesting thing here, when you the batteries actually don't go on the inside of the camera, they go in right at the bottom. So when you pop open the bottom here, there's where your batteries go. It holds 8 batteries. I had it out for, I don't know, like almost a week straight, and it's still on a like 98% for batteries. So it holds battery life pretty well. So that's a huge deal with the camera. So let's pop it open. Show you guys this. So when you pop it open, this just comes off, and it's just this plastic shelling. And then you have the camera itself, and it's got this display screen right here, and basically you can use the buttons on the side here and change whatever you want. So actually, when you pop into your camera, if it's taking pictures, you can actually scroll through each picture. I have a trail camera from, what the hell company is that? I can't think of the company, but I have another trail camera that doesn't have this display screen, so it kind of sucks when you're out there, because sometimes you want to see what you got on camera, and with this camera you can. And on my other camera I have to take the SD card out and wait till I get home. Sometimes I would like to just buzz through the pictures quick and wipe the SD card and leave it if there's nothing interesting on there, but unfortunately I can't. But with this camera, it has a nice display screen where you can see the pictures. It's actually pretty decent sized, so you can get a good look at what you're looking at. It's not like you're really squinting to look. But other than that, you can go through all the features, set the date, the time, all that stuff, guys, how the delay that you want on it, and all that, how sensitive it is and whatnot. But that is the basic layout of this camera. Alright, so now I'm just gonna go ahead and pop up some pictures here. So as you guys can see, these are some pictures that were taken with the camera itself. You can see they're pretty good, they're clear, good pictures. It tells you the date, the temperature, the time of when it was taken. That's all good features that you want to know, so you can actually look back on. What I always do is, if I see a buck cruising through at a certain time pretty consistently, I'll go back through to past history, weather, and see like what wind he was coming through that trail camera on and whatnot, see if I can start to pattern that buck. But it takes good pictures at night, as you guys can see, and just overall it takes pretty sound pictures. Okay, so unfortunately I didn't take any video with the camera. I'm honestly, 100% positive it's going to take video just fine. I wouldn't worry about that. The only time I ever use video on cameras is if I see a buck coming in and I want to see which direction he's coming into and leaving at, then I'll put on video. But most of the time pictures is pretty much all you really need. Video is a cool feature to have, but it does take up more gigabytes, so I always stick with pictures with trail cameras. So my overall review of the camera, you know, the trail cameras that I have were both given to me. One of them is like a $150 trail camera, which I really like because it has a really long battery life on it. The other one is a Bushnell camera that my grandpa just never used, so he gave it to me. And that thing doesn't have the greatest battery life, so that's why I don't really care for it. But in comparison to those two cameras, the camera that I have for 150 bucks, that thing, I honestly would compare, like, this is almost, I would say almost better, in all honesty. And this camera goes for like $70 or $80, I believe, on Amazon. I will put a link in the top of the description below, but I believe it's like 70 or 80 bucks for this camera. It's a really good camera so far. I've had no issues. My overall review is I honestly have no issues. The only complaint I have with this camera so far is just this plastic strap here where you would slide it through and kind of push it down. The only reason why I complain about it is when you put this strap through here and then you go ahead and push this down, it doesn't like really snug up on that strap. So if you just barely pull that strap, this plastic piece will pop off. So you really got to make sure it's tight. But that is my only complaint. Other than this strap, I honestly think they could do a little bit better with this little buckle here. That would be a huge plus, because it really, like I said, you'll push it down onto the strap so the strap can't move. And I never had it come loose, but if anything were to mess with it, it would pop loose pretty easy. So that's really my only negative with the camera. Otherwise, the camera overall operates really nicely. In Wisconsin right now, it is getting cold. It was -20 yesterday, and I had this camera out when it was like 5 degrees out, so it can handle some pretty harsh conditions, guys. So my overall review of this Apeman camera is, I would say it's a go. I mean, if you have 70, 80 bucks to blow on a camera and you want a decent one overall, I would honestly suggest this camera. It's got really good battery life. It's super easy to use, guys. Honestly, this camera is one of the easiest cameras I've ever set up. Super easy. It's got an on mode, and then it'll start counting down on the screen on the inside. It'll be like 5, 4, 3, and it'll count down to when the camera's gonna start taking pictures. And then it's got, if you wanna do any setups, you just flip the switch down to setup, and then you can set up all of your date, time, all that stuff. So super easy camera to use, guys, and I would highly recommend it, to be completely honest with you guys. And if Apeman wants to send me any more cameras, I would highly appreciate it, because you can never have enough trail cams, guys. You can never have enough trail cams. And if you guys enjoyed this video, and another thing, if you guys have a trail camera that you guys really enjoy using, drop it down in the comments below. I would love to see it. Otherwise, I will leave the link in the top of the description. And like I always say, keep fishing hard, keep hunting hard, whatever you're doing at this point. I'm trying to do fishing, but you know, weather's not really cooperating. It's really cold out. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe. And until next time, we'll see you later.